Hey, welcome back to another video. I'm down to 220. I'm down to 222. Down 222. And I think 222 is after like out of 8. So looks like we between 222, 225. We coming for 200. We coming for the weight 200. I'm geeking. I'm excited. There's a little glow to me now. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little glow to me. Because I've been dying to get down to this weight for a minute, though. You know, like a lot of personal situations in life probably help right now, too, with it. So, you know, shit happens maybe for a reason. You know, I've been trying to get down to this weight, and I'm doing it. So, hopefully after I get down, those situations will fix themselves. But if not, so be it. All right, anyways, let's go. Michael Jai White goes off about people trying to size him up.
I've heard some crazy stories about him. I mean, I think the thing about Puff that ultimately got him is that it doesn't seem like he really respects people.
Facts.
It's a level of like just a base level of I don't really have to respect you because of who I am. So if there's something I want out of you, I'm just gonna ask for it or I'm gonna demand it, and I don't really care how you take it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean it's man.
I get what he's saying.
Same thing. It's the male ego.
You saw it when you watched Making the Band, how he was treating everybody.
Right. And man, and it's the fantasy world. I mean, think about it, like there's millionaires turning into gangsters. You know that
who does that?
Yeah, well, yeah. There's a lot of. You just mentioned Drake. You know, God bless him, dude. Like, you know, I don't know the dude, but he's clearly a middle class. Well, not middle. I mean, he's very rich dude.
He grew up middle class. Yeah.
But like,
that's a misconception too. He did. He grew up poor.
It's tragic if he feels like he's gotta live this gangster lifestyle. What the hell is wrong with your life? The fact that you are fucking brilliant. He's got a hell of a sense of humor. He's a natural performer. Like, why go to the dark side? Why do you have to? So many people feel like they gotta prove that they're like gully. Like, it's
because of the fucking culture, man. Look when he came out and made this song and the whole thing about Kendrick. They not like us. What was Kendrick really trying to say? You not street. That's what he was trying to say. Like, Drake is black, so he is like us to that degree, right? He grew up in Canada. He may not have grew up in America, but still though, like, he knows what the hood is like. He had a father from these environments that lived in America. Come on now. But what were they trying to say? They not like us. So what do we do as black people? We try to say that we be like what they say we like, and that's what leads to a lot of us being corny, like myself included. Like, you don't got to prove nothing to anybody. I be on lives arguing with people all the time about this shit. I don't got to prove shit to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether I'm from the hood or not, why do you got to prove that? I lived in the hood. Every black at some point in time that lives in America that is in a poverty-stricken condition is going to live in the hood. But why do you have to prove that to everybody you come across? Who gives a fuck? Whether you're there or not, like, just be you. But society, like, shuns you for trying to be you. If you're not a hood character, motherfuckers will not fuck with you. And I know Drake took on that persona because that's what works in hip-hop. For real.
so crazy. Like, okay, real killers, real tough guys don't have to prove that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They just don't. You know, and people are happy as being who they are.
Well, I don't know if I ever told you, but I actually had a near confrontation with Drake's crew at one point.
Uh-huh.
It was in New Orleans around 2013. It was the All-Star Weekend in New Orleans. A bunch of us were on stage. It was like me. You know, we're all just kind of hanging out on stage at this club. It was me, Meek Mill was there with his crew, and Drake was there with his crew. Right? And I had my security with me. And I remember when I met Drake maybe a month or so earlier. I was like, oh, Drake, Vlad from Vlad TV. He's like, oh, okay. Yeah, man, stop talking shit about me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Because, you know, Charlamagne on my show a lot that was talking shit about him.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I didn't say anything. I'm like, yo, bro, we love you. Like, what are you talking about? So I ran into him again, and I'm not really getting the hit at this point. I'm like taking pictures. You know, can we take a picture? And it's like, okay, you know, whatever. I met like his one of his like little right hand.
He ain't fuck with you.
This dude Chubbs.
Chubbs.
You know, I'm talking to him. You know, we exchange numbers, whatever. So I guess when I walked away, Chubbs talked to Drake, and Drake probably like, oh yeah, Vlad, oh yeah, you talking shit about me or something, right? So next thing I know, this guy Chubbs gets in my face, and he's like, he's got a couple people with him. He's like, yo man, why you talking shit about my man Drake? I said, I have never talked shit about Drake. Right? He goes, no, he said he's talking shit about him. I said, I have had people on my show that talk shit about him. I've never said anything. He said, like who? Like Charlamagne. Well, that's on you too. And I said, okay. I look back and I motion for my security.
That motherfucker's supposed to be tough guys. I'm also, that's on you too, nigga. Swing, nigga. Swing, nigga. What the fuck? Like, I can't say something about. I can't criticize somebody on my shit. Like, I can't say like how I feel about somebody on my shit. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, fuck is this?
To walk over, he's like, yeah, call your people, and it's like starting to escalate, right? And my security, who's like this Navy SEAL dude, gets in between us. He's like, what's the problem? And then, but at this point, people are starting to kind of gather around, and I'm like, yo, let's go. So we leave. My security wants to come back and confront him. I said, are you crazy? I said, this is going to start a whole thing. Like, we're done.
Everybody wants to prove themselves.
But the fact that this dude gets it, and he's like in my face, right? He's like, yo, man, and I'm like,
yeah.
I have done more. And I was literally, like, in retrospect, I'm like, yo, like, I literally have hundreds of articles praising this guy. All his accomplishments. There's tons of interviews talking about how great he is, people around him, whatever else. I get one guy on there that talks trash, and now it's almost a fight.
It's just what
it's ridiculous.
Dude, man, what it is, people always want to prove their damn self.
Yeah.
And if you look like an easy mark, that gives them a chance to swell up. Everybody wants to.
Right, so he thought I was by myself.
Everybody.
Because my security was standing kind of like a little lower down.
You don't
so he thought I was by
understand.
myself.
I get everybody's goddamn tough guy story. You know what I mean? Like, I could be sitting down with the head of a studio. He's like, well, when I was in college, I used to wrestle. I was kind of a tough. Like, why the fuck am I hearing your tough guy story?
It's crazy because I'm telling you, like, this is the reality, right? When I was up in Montreal with Mama Bear, right? Me and Mama Bear was up in Montreal, like, the dude that I ain't gonna tell too much, but there was one dude we met up there, and he was like, "Oh, you big guy, you a big guy." Like, I told her like, when niggas do shit like that, they scared of you. Cause when people ain't scared of you, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. Like, I would never have said any tough guy story to Michael Jai White, knowing though Michael Jai White is a fighter. That's what it is. He's a fighter, and people are trying to prove to them that they can handle it. But in our reality, like, if you really know, and you ain't worried about nobody. But like motherfuckers who don't, you could tell by shit like that, little comments they make like that. For real.
I hear so many people's tough guy story. Deep down, everybody wants to prove themselves.
They're tough too.
And so it's like, it's just what's natural. People trade stories, and everybody thinks that they want to trade a story with me. They want to talk about like how you ever had to hurt somebody, whatever. Everybody wants to tell their tough guy story. So when you're around that machismo, all that kind of shit, and you look like a mark where somebody could be like, oh shit, yeah, oh, and they can step to you because you don't present yourself as a tough guy.
No.
So now he can get some street cred or whatever. So people,
I step to Vlad.
Yeah, people do. They look for the opportunity
to stop me bringing people on my show talking shit about Drake. Let me tell you that.
But that's what people do, man. They don't look. It's what weak ass people do.
Facts.
They try and prove themselves. Like I say, man, I've been around it so much. How many times people want to prove that they're tough to me, and as you don't know how fucking stupid you look. But they're not going to understand. They're not going to understand that. Real tough people don't have to fucking prove it.
They don't.
And so, like, stop. So, yeah, you're always going to hear.
And that's real though. At first I thought when he said that, I'm like, nah, hell no. But he's right though. People who really are about shit, you know it when you walk up to them. Like, you knew King Von was about it. You know Michael Jai White is about it. You know Mike Tyson is about it. You know when you walk up to them, there's a sense of danger that comes with fucking with this person. That person doesn't have to prove it to you. You already know it by walking up to them. So, like, truth be told, that's real. Like, you feel it. You feel the energy from people you know will fight. That's point blank period.
The tough guy story, somebody always wants to swell their chest up, and it's kind of part of the same thing that we're talking about. That I go, damn, man, homeboy, you don't have to prove that you're tough and be who you are. Mm-hmm. It's just, it don't get nobody nowhere of doing that shit. It's just, you're portraying something that you're not. Somebody gonna check. Now you got to worry about shit. You know, it's just silly. But it's what people do when they get power. You know, especially if they're. I mean, I could name names, but all you gotta do is think about it. You know, I mean, look how many rappers try to be gangster type people when deep down they're nothing like that.
Right.
They're nothing like that. They're creatives.
Poets.
Yeah,
Most rappers are poets.
Yeah.
When you look at poets throughout history, that's essentially a rapper.
Right. Yeah.
Okay? Back in the day, they had
that's
feathers
why-
in their hair and
Not a tough guy.
frilly outfits.
Yeah, that's
And now
why
they have chains and, Louis Vuitton, but it's all the same thing.
That's why I love people like like Ice-T. I love this man. I used to hate that dude. When I didn't know him, I was like, I don't believe you. Like I was kind of like, he was, he like had very, demonstrative lyrics and but that turned out to be one of the smartest, one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life. And he just basically said like, yo, that's part of a persona I put out there. And he's just the chillest dude ever. But like people like him, like he's healthy. Like he did it for means to the end. But when you start to see who these people really are, the Snoops and the Dre's and Ice Cubes and people like that, with LL with long successful marriages and happy families, it's kind of trippy when you go, how many of these guys encourage people to become gangsters just because of the persona?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not on purpose, but it's just as a residual. There are people who bought into a certain image, and they just kept going. So
Look, you couldn't convince me that Ice Cube wasn't like the hardest gangster of all time with that first NWA album.
my God, he was the most clever.
Yeah.
Man, my God, those lyrics.
Motherfuckers I slaughtered, blow them out the water.
Yeah, my goodness, man. Yeah.
Sawed off shotgun, like,
Yeah.
boom, boom, boom.
So if you had that within you, man,
Police, beat the police out of shape. He got beats up cops. He shoots people with shotguns. He slaughters people. He beats everyone up.
Yeah.
This is the guy who does family movies.
Right,
That
exactly.
guy.
Exactly.
Movies about snakes.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, it's a
Oh
little...
shit! He said this guy beats up cops.
Funny,
It is. It's made for comedy. The whole thing, in a way where I don't know. It's images, man. It's images. I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm encouraging people to kick the shit out of people, which in real life I'm a very, very even-tempered. I'm not, I can't imagine like losing my temper enough to like do something to somebody.
Right.
Like I can't even imagine that. Like where would be the case where I would really lose it to where I would jeopardize my career, family, and everything else.
Right.
By beating the shit out of somebody.
Right. That's real, man. Yeah, like, hey, in all reality, that's just what happens. Well, anyways, y'all, I'm out. Peace.